Alright, hello guys. It's James back here with another tutorial. Shit, man. Every single one of my intros is fucking trash. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, alright. Let's wait for the screen to load first. But basically, in this video, I'm going to be showing you a few things I've learned on this game this past year that I haven't seen anybody else able to do. So yeah, if you have video proof that you're able to do anything in this video, please leave it in the comment section. But I've looked around on Twitch and YouTube pretty extensively, and I haven't seen anybody else able to do what I'm about to show you guys. So the first thing, let's get right into it. The first thing is the Dragon Dash cancel. So most people think that it's only possible to do this on Tenkaichi 3, but and you can do like a nerf version of it on this game. It's not quite as good as the one on Tenkaichi 3 is, but it's still pretty usable, and I haven't seen anybody else able to do this. So I'll show you. There's actually a couple different versions of it. The easiest version to do is this. Here, I'll just show you real quick. So yeah, that's the easiest version to do. Reset the position. Now I'll show you the harder version, and then I'll kind of go back and explain how you actually do it. So this is the harder version. I might mess this up, by the way. Yeah. See, the harder version, I actually just found how to do this harder version about 2 days ago, so I'm a bit out of practice on it, so you have to bear with me here. Okay, almost had it. Almost had it. Okay. See, my problem there, whenever you see me stop and then go up again, that means I pressed R1 too many times. Okay, I had it there, but it was too slow. Let's reset the position again. Sorry, guys, you're going to have to bear with me for a second because I am still getting used to how to do this. Okay. Almost. Man, it's really fast timing. Like, damn. Okay. Oh, let's go again. Damn, man. I need to stop pressing square. Okay, I think I actually have an idea of how to get to this next time. Oh my god. See, the annoying part of it is you want to start a combo as soon as you get up to there, but if you press square too early, it actually does the nerf version of it. So I'm trying to do the actual Dragon Dash cancel, but it's pretty goddamn difficult, to be honest. There we go. Okay, I had one hit there, so I'm happy with that, but I'll do it one more time. Okay. You know what? I'll try it one more time, and then if it doesn't work out, I'll just start explaining it, and then maybe I can actually do it later in the video. Okay. Oh, you know what the problem is? I'm a fucking retard. So, you actually can't do this against someone who's not pressing any buttons. Like, they have to be trying to tech out of the dash, or else they're just gonna fall. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Pretty sure. So let's go ahead and try it while the computer's active. Okay, well that clearly wasn't it. Come on, Trucks. Man, I'm just messing up left and right. Sorry about this, guys. That was kind of it. Okay, you know what? This is the last try, and then I'll just explain the easier version, and then we'll get to the harder version later. Okay, I'm not happy with that one. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I didn't do it perfectly, but you guys saw that. That was it right there. So, oh shit, let's turn the computer off. Okay, so basically what happened there is, so you'll do a full heavy hit, and then you'll press X, and whenever I'm just gonna like take this step by step. So whenever you do a full heavy hit and then press X, this is what happens. Just that, right? So after you press X, you don't have to press L2 whenever you press X, it's just X. So it's just, again, just doing this, just heavy hit and then X, and that's what it does. And then after that, you want to, oh, let me just kind of play this out in my head real quick. Okay. So after that, for the simple version, so you're going to do a full heavy hit, then you're going to press X, then you're going to press L2 X twice. You can hold L2 and press X twice, and then after that, press X square at the same time. So it's going to look like this. Oh, man. Also, be careful about pressing up X after the heavy hit, because you'll grab, like you just saw. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. I'll do it one more time just to show you guys again. Oh, one more thing to note. Hold on, let me make sure I'm... Yeah, one more thing to note about this is, like, say they're going, like, if you hit them up, you have to hold, whenever you do your L2 double tap X, you have to also hold R1, and say they're going down, you'll have to also hold R2. So it's basically going to be a heavy hit, then X, then L2 XX, and if you hit them up, hold R1 at that moment, and then hold X square. So it, again, it's just going to look like this. Oh, man. Yeah, be careful about that grab. Yeah, it's just going to look like that. So yeah, that's that. And then we'll do it going down, so it's, you guys can see that. Okay. So now yeah, so now you're just going to hit them down, press X, L2 XX R2, and then X square. So yeah, so like that. So that's pretty much all that is. And you would think that someone would have found that earlier, but I guess just no one's really ever thought of doing that, because I've looked at hella YouTube videos. I mean, you guys are free to go look at other people's YouTube videos, but there's not anyone doing that shit. So I don't know, just kind of interesting that no one's thought of that before. And also, it does keep the combo counter, if you notice. Like, hold on. See how it kept that combo? So if you're one of those people that cares about the combo counter, then this is kind of a way to extend your combos. But if you there's not really any reason to care about the combo counter on T2 though, because look what happens whenever you cancel a combo, the counter goes away. So it's like, how do you make a long combo without the counter going away? It's pretty much impossible. Anyways, that's kind of off topic. Anyways, yeah, let's show. I'll try to explain the harder version now. The harder version is just a fucking pain in the ass, man. So basically, you do the same inputs as what I explained earlier. So, you know, heavy hit, X, L2, XX, and then if you're hitting them up, you'll hold R1, and then XX, but you don't press square. and the inputs have to be done a lot faster, and it's really difficult. Like I said, like, I mean, you guys saw me for like the first 5 minutes of this video. I was just totally fucking it up. So, yeah, let's try this again. Oh, man. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that up X. It'll fuck you over. Man. Oh, yeah, and like I said, if they're, if you're doing this in training mode and or you know, against someone who's not touching the controller, then it's actually not going to work because they'll just fall out of the combo. So you know what, maybe something better to do would be hit them down. Oh man. Yeah, let me get them in the air first and then I'll hit them down. Oh shit. Okay. Now I'm going to hit them down and try to keep him in the combo, because he's going to be falling. That's the reason why I can't hit him up and do this when the computer's not actually active. It won't work like that. Okay, that kind of worked. I mean, you guys get how it is. So it's basically the same thing as what I explained earlier. It's just you're not pressing square. You have to press the inputs a lot faster. And if you press even one wrong button, then it's just not going to work out. And also, it kind of depends on the person trying. He has to be like mashing circle to, because whenever you get hit by a heavy hit, the game wants you to mash circle in order to like tech out of it, right? But if they're not doing that, then they're just going to fall. So I guess, you know, if someone's really smart, then they might just not even press circle, and then it'll just kind of fuck up your combo. But usually they're going to press circle, so I mean, it helps. Shit. Oh yeah, up triangle will fuck you over too. So yeah, I mean, the coolest thing about the way that the second one works is you can do some really crazy combos with it. Like, it pretty much like think about it like this: you're going back into neutral. Like, you're not forced into. Well, let me first explain. On the first one, on the first kind I did with the square button, it's actually doing this animation, so you're locked into doing this. And notice how you can't really do anything else as that's happening. You just kind of have to let that happen. So, yeah, so it's just... Yeah, see, it kind of helps, but at the same time, you're a lot less free because you're forced into doing this. It makes you a lot less free, and it's not really as stylish. And also, if they are trying to tech out of it, then I think that the version without square is a lot more useful, because you can do whatever you want, which is, like, it's pretty much going to make you, like, unpredictable, you know, to the guy that you're going against, because they just won't know what to do. Yeah. So, okay. How else can I explain this? Or what else do I need to say about this? Oh yeah, I have another video that's called Dragon Dash 2018, and that shows something else it's pretty cool actually. So what you can do is you can actually press, let's say you're on the ground and you press that, you know, L1 L2 R1 to go up, or L2 R2 to go down if you're in the air. So what a lot of people don't know actually is after you press L2 R1, you can do another, you know, another aura dash or dragon dash, I guess, and it has no startup time, so it actually just instantly goes into that. And there's a lot of things you can do with that. So so yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about. Oh shit. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like a big deal there, but it actually makes a pretty big difference. Yeah. Yeah, see, and yeah, you don't have to start off with the ascend or descend dragon dash. You can actually do a regular dragon dash, and then the important thing is though, hold on, yeah, the important thing is though is that you're pressing X twice whenever you do your regular Dragon Dash. And then whenever you want the regular Dragon Dash to end and you want to do an ascend or descend, you're also pressing X twice. So basically, all I'm trying to say here, it sounds a bit complicated. All I'm trying to say here is if you want your Dragon Dash to be cancelled so you can either do an ascend or something else, just make sure you press X twice and it's going to cancel. And you don't even need to do another Dragon Dash. Like, you could do regular movement, which actually in some ways makes this better than the Dragon Dash on BT3, because if you think about it, on BT3 you're locked into doing that Dragon Dash. Like, yeah, the Dragon Dash is more free itself on BT3, but I would definitely say that the regular movement on BT2 is a lot more free form than the Dragon Dash from BT3. So if you're able to cancel the Dragon Dash on BT2 and do your regular movement, then technically you're having more freedom within your Dragon Dash than is found in BT3, but not directly, but it is kind of like a technical thing. Yeah, so I'll just kind of play around with it for a second and you guys can see how it works. So yeah, it's pretty difficult to. This is a really difficult thing. I also kind of explained this in an earlier video of mine, so I think it's called like basic tutorial or something. Yeah, so I mean this is kind of like a part 2 to that, but yeah. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all there is to that. Okay, see, that was a pretty good example of what it is right there. If you notice, like, whenever that happened, I was doing the Dragon Dash, and then I, like, really quickly just went back to neutral, meaning, like, I went back to how your character normally is. So, yeah, I think that gives this a lot of potential. I mean, obviously, I'm not the best at... Well, I guess I am technically the best at doing this, since no one else can do it, but there's definitely improvements to be had on this, because my timing could definitely be improved, but as I said, there's no one else actually doing this, so I guess I am the best at it, even though I don't feel I'm very good at it. Oh, okay. Anyways, oh, what am I doing? Okay. Let's see. Alright, now the next thing to show you guys is something. This is kind of an extension of a video that Zoso made about a year ago. It's actually pretty heavily improved over what he did on it. So in his video, it's called Sprawlers is a Genius. And he basically, let me load into the game so you guys can see what I'm talking about first, right? But pretty much what it is a jumping key blast, and then you're able to get more movement out of that once, because okay, so at the very height of your jump, it's called the apex, right? That's just what the terminology is. As you're falling down, you're able to actually press X and move around with like R1 and R2 manipulation to like basically get more speed and just be able to kind of like maneuver around better. And if you don't know how the R1 and R2 stuff works, then you should probably just click off of this, because I'm not going to explain that in this video. It kind of assumes you already know how to do that. So yeah, this is like a more advanced thing. This is actually probably one of the most advanced things you can do on this game as of right now, just because it's using so many different mechanics, like all together basically. So yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about, and then I'll go ahead and explain it. So that's kind of the gist of it. Yeah, let me just do it a few more times so I got it kind of in my head and I know what to talk about. Okay. So yeah, I think that's good enough there. So let's take the step by step. What's actually happening? Because it looks kind of simple, right? But it's actually in a real match. Like here, I'll put the computer on. Just before I even explain how to do this, I'll show you guys how useful this actually is. Because it doesn't. It's kind of underwhelming if you look at it when the computer's just standing there. But if you see someone actually playing against me, and then you see how I use this, you'll understand how strong this mechanic actually is. So, yeah. Wow, that was a really far punch. I mean, as you can see, it really easily lets me get behind them pretty much whenever I want. Oh, damn it. I messed that up. Yeah, so pretty much what I'm trying to do is I'm standing in front of him, then I'm doing the mechanic, and I'm trying to get behind him during the dash. But the problem with that is you got to be really careful about what he's actually doing. See, the safest time to actually use this is during a combo. So, like, let me show you what I'm talking about real quick. So if you want to... Oh, of course he teleports it. Come on, buddy. I need to do it on the ground, though. That's the thing. That's another requirement. You have to do this on the ground. Okay. Yeah, you see how he... Yeah, the cool thing about this is it's like kind of comparable to double free will. But it's like kind of like a ground version, I guess. A grounded double free will. I don't know if that's what I'm going to call it, but I haven't actually thought of a name of it. If you think of a name, let me know in the comments, because I'd love to. If it's a good name, though, don't put a shitty name. So if it sounds cool enough, then you'll get to be the one that named this mechanic, so there you go. Alright. Just a few more times, then I'll explain to you guys what's actually going on. Oh, shit. That's another thing is, if you're mid, like in the middle of this mechanic and they do a rush attack, then you're pretty much fucked. There's not much you can do about it. So, yeah, really the best time to use this is, like, during an actual combo, like when you actually have them stunned. That way that they can't really react to it. Excuse me. Okay. yeah, so that was a pretty good example of how it's used. Alright, so now I'll actually explain what's going on. Ooh, okay. So notice whenever you're on the ground, and also this does work with other characters, but for the reason I'm about to explain, it works best with Kid Gohan and any other character that has a falling animation. So what I mean by that is you'll be on the ground and you'll press R1, and notice how he starts doing front flips as he's falling. See? It's just a thing he kind of does. So any character that does this animation right here, that flip animation, this is going to be really useful for. And I mean, you can use it on other characters, like it's still useful, but it's just not as fast. Like for some reason that falling animation just makes this so freaking fast. I don't know why, but it's just how it works, I guess. So yeah, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna you don't even technically, now that I think about it, you really don't even need to do a key blast after you jump. You can just kind of wait for the, as long as the front flips are happening, then this works. But I like to do a key blast just because it kind of gives you a moment to, oh, what's up, 350? Oh yeah, it kind of gives you a moment to like think about what you're gonna do next. But so let's say, like with Gohan, like a good combo for this is like square, 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 triangle, and then it'd be R1, triangle, XX, whatever direction you want to move, and then R1/R2 manipulation shit, and then another key blast. And that's another thing I need to explain is, so after you do the dash, you can actually do a free will like right after that. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So it's like that, you see? Yeah, so it pretty much, like, how do I explain this? Like, it's just gonna make you move overall like so much fucking faster than if you weren't doing this, especially off the ground. Like that's just a really useful thing to be doing, because after you do that key blast, you're basically reset to neutral. So if you want to guard or pretty much anything else, you're able to do it like instantly, and you're also technically moving around, so it's just it's really, really fast. And you can like kind of chain this with 350. I already explained why it works with Kid Gohan. It's because this falling animation, the front flips. I mean, it works with other characters, but it's faster with Kid Gohan, and any character that has that falling animation. Like, it doesn't even have to be a front flip. As long as it's a different animation from just normally going down, then it's going to be faster. But honestly, like, this is like a really advanced thing, so if you can't already do free will and you don't know how to do the this thing, if you don't know how to do, hold on, let me do it again. Oh man, I messed it up. Yeah, but this is really advanced because it's using like 4 mechanics in one. So you're using the jumping key blast, you're using the X movement, you're using the R2 and R1 slide, and you're using free will. So it's like 5 things all at the same time, pretty much. So I would say this is probably the hardest thing possible in the game right now. Like, I don't think there's any other mechanic that uses all of those things like all at once. So this is like the most advanced thing you can possibly do right now, pretty much. And I actually just discovered this last night, so yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, you can actually chain this. So like, after you get to the free will part of it, if you find a moment to press R2 and you land back on the ground, then you can just immediately do the R1 jump again. But it's really difficult. Like, I mean, I just discovered this last night, so I'm not too pro at doing it yet, but it's really fucking useful. It's probably like maybe not my favorite thing to do on the game, but it's definitely one of my favorite things to do. Like, I'm really happy that I found this last night. So yeah, I'll go ahead and turn the computer on, and then you can see how it works like in a real match for a second, and then I'll probably end the video because we're already at 31 minutes. I only planned for this video to be like 10 or 15 minutes long, so we're already double the time I planned for, so yeah. Oh shit. I'm never ready for that. I can teleport that, but it's just it's a bit difficult. I guess I'll just stay away from him until that runs out. Okay. Come on. That's another thing that's a bit annoying about Kid Gohan is as soon as you combo with him, he's like so high up in the air that if you want to do that jumping blast, it's you kind of have to prepare for it. Like you can't just like try to do it like one off. You have to really think about the positioning and stuff because he can easily just like fuck up on it basically because of how short he is. Yeah, it's pretty good to use when you're like not right up on them too, like if you're a bit far away. Maybe not like actually far away, but like kind of medium distance like this. Yeah. Ooh, that was a nice rush dodge. Yeah, I'm probably about to end this video. I'll just do a few more examples and then... Oh man, I messed that up. Yeah, these inputs for this is actually extremely difficult. Like I said, this is probably the hardest thing to do in the game right now. It's using like 5 advanced things pretty much at the same time. There we go. See, that's what it's supposed to look like there. You do it while they're in front of you, and you end up behind them, and everything feels good. So yep, that's how it works. Yeah, you guys have a good day, and I'll probably stream. Shit, I might even stream again right now, honestly. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully, I doubt anybody is going to be able to do this for a while because it's pretty fucking hard, but if you do manage to do it, upload a video and leave it in the comment section. I'd love to see it. So yeah, guys, have a good day. Peace out.